Evening guys, back out again. How lovely is this? Look, basically I shouldn't really be riding around like this, but got shorts and a vest on, my crash helmet and gloves. It's yeah, it's really it's just warm. Even though the sun's gone in, it still feels nice and cool. It's I've just I was going to head over to the airport tonight, just over to the runway to go and see what I can see, but I missed the big FedEx plane that normally takes off about, what's the time? It's about 9. That's a great thing about this controller screen, because it's actually got a clock on it, and all the other ones haven't. I've never had a clock on here, which is actually quite useful. Don't know why they don't put clocks on these things, but this one has, so that's good. What do you reckon of my lights anyway? So I've got this, I've done this ages ago because I was going to do the MSVA test, wasn't I? But as it turned out, I didn't bother. But yeah, so you got this headlight here, LED headlight. It's a strange old pattern it creates. I have actually also got one of those ridiculous exposure max D lights as well, which I really liked, but obviously you know, you wouldn't be able to use it if you were going to sort of do a MSVA test. But anyway, this one looks quite good. It makes the front of the bike look quite good because it's quite a big, if you can see that, quite a big chunky one at the front. Makes it look a little bit like a motorcycle. So I've got main beam as well in here, which I'm dubious about this, whether this light would have actually passed the test anyway, because it's, I don't know, it's just you know, the beam pattern seems a bit funny to me. Look at that sunset, it's just ridiculous over there. Oh, this is what I love about this time of year. Alright, let's get some, increase up a little bit, start cruising. 2 seems to be my setting. Number 2 seems to be the one that I'm using most of the time at the moment. It's just nicely holding 80 volts, just keeping me rolling. See, this is the thing. I think 1,000 watts is basically what you need on a bike. It's enough. You know, they should really just change the rules. 1,000 watts, pedal assist. I mean, twist throttle would be great, but hey ho. Yeah, 1,000 watts is enough basically for most cases. You know, you don't need much more unless you really want to start going crazy. But you know, it's enough to keep the speed where you want it, get where you want to do, get where you want to go. Good balance of power and oh yeah, I love it. Yeah, good balance of power and what was I going to say? Well, how much power you're actually using and taking from the batteries as well. So if you've got a small battery, fairly small battery like I'm running on this at the moment, then it's good, because you know, you're not going to have a really short range. I'm really surprised actually at the moment, because this is only a 12 amp hour battery, and it's just fine for what I'm using at the moment. I'm not doing massive distances, am I? So I was going to change over my my tinted visor on this. It's still a bit of water down here, crazy. Yeah, I was going to change over my tinted visor. What the hell? Did you just see that, guys? Let me just go back up a little bit, and I'm pretty sure I can see just a massive great orange. Look at that. I don't know if you can see all this. This camera's pretty wide angle, isn't it? But wow, looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Right, let's spin round and I'll actually go up to the where I was gonna go. Light is quickly going. Very fortunate we got a nice little viewing area at Stansted Airport, but having said that, It's not particularly close to the runway. If there's anyone else around, just flick my main beams off. Actually flick all my lights off at the moment because I don't want to draw attention to myself. Yeah, I can't even see the sun now, it's gone in that short space of time. There's definitely something coming. Yeah, I can see something coming. See, they're already airborne and you can't even hear it. There you go. Just a Ryanair. I don't know if there's what else there's going to be next. Which round here? I was just playing around in the garden with this a minute ago, and it literally, in setting 2, it will just pull a wheelie easily to the point where it just flips up very, very quickly. I was just having a mess around in the garden and it normally caught me out a couple of times. Problem is, when it does that and it flies up in the air and you don't fall off the back because you kind of know what's happening. What's that? That's like a little fox or something up there. Yeah, it kind of it catches you out a bit. So yeah, you got to watch that. I mean, it won't do it unless you're leaning back and pulling up on the bars. So I mean, it will do it on some of the higher power settings, but not on the normal, not on 2. If you put it on 3, it probably would just do it, even if you're on the bike or not. Especially if you're lightweight, not a lard ass like me. Yeah, very cool. I just realised I haven't got any of my lights on. It's probably a good thing though, really, just to avoid drawing attention to yourself. God, feeling some warmth coming off of these things. There you go. You can see that's crazy. You can see the moon over there. It's massive. Oh, it'd be so good to get a shot of a plane and that. Pretty amazing. Let's see if I can do that. Put it into neutral. I haven't taken this stand off. I've kept that stand on. I quite like it. But I did get this bag the other day. If you can see this, got this little bag here which goes under the saddle. It's just really handy for the phone. I was struggling to try and carry things. It's a bit of a nightmare. You don't really get that much of a zoom on this phone. Not that's worth using. That's a shame. Would have been good. Bring the other camera. Never mind. There's something coming into land. That's why I think it's gone a bit quiet over there. Yeah, so these are my lights anyway. You must have seen these before. The light at the back is just the normal tail light, which is a tail light and a brake light, and I've put it under there for the moment, mainly because there's nowhere else for it to go really. There's kind of a cable that runs down through the back into the bike, and yeah, it kind of looks unsightly if you have it any higher or try and mount it anywhere else. But since I've gone back to the saddle rather than the motorcycle seat, because it's a little bit more, it's a little less take the piss really. To be honest, having a motorcycle seat on here just makes it look too much like a motorbike. But with a saddle, you kind of, yeah, you look alright. Yeah, it's kind of weird that, because I'm always conscious of things that are in my pocket, but now I've got that little bag thing. It's quite good. It was on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description for it as well on my affiliates, and you'll see there's quite a few other links as well, like to all the other bits and pieces. I've got like these gloves, the crash helmet that I've got. This crash helmet with the Oakley glasses, brilliant combo. I think these glasses come with the tinted visor strip or whatever you call it, it's just the lens basically, and I changed it to the clear one because at night it's just like you can't see anything. But it's quite good for the daytime because it means people can't actually see you, can't see your eyes. You can go even more kind of under the radar. Back up here a little while ago, I was coming along, and there's, if you keep going up further past where I actually was a minute ago, if you go up there, it turns to grass like it did, you saw. But further up, there's basically these holes in the ground that are just not visible, and you've got to be so blooming careful. If anyone ever comes around here and they go down there, watch it, because on an e-bike you are going to go over the handlebars. And I did actually hit one of them once, and then I think he's in a video somewhere. I just realised quickly and just abandoned, just jumped off the bike, and it just carried on going. But nothing's wrong with it. The good thing about these bikes is they do actually take a fair old bit of punishment. You know, it's surprising considering the weight of them. You know, 40 odd kilos. Yeah, it's definitely giving it a new lease of life. I keep thinking about building another bike, but it's tempting when you're into all this stuff, because you're just like, oh yeah, I want to do something else. But yeah, I don't know what else. This headlight, I think, needs to, that's better. I need to tighten that up in that position, because I think it falls down when it slips down a little bit when yeah, when you're messing around on the old bumps. So yeah, it's been interesting. I was talking to the guys about this this screen, because this screen's basically a computer. It's like a little embedded thing, and this is pretty cool. I think around here, wow, that's some pretty smart. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? If there weren't cars there, you get a cracking shot of that with the sun behind it. This is molten brown. If any of you guys know molten brown, your wives are probably, or girlfriends are into the home stuff, the home smellies. I think this is molten brown. Yeah, it is. There's still people in there as well. And that looks like some sort of packing area or something in the bottom. Interesting, isn't it? It's a nice building though. It's quite well designed. It's a bit of architecture. I like bringing the Twizy down here. Right, sorry guys, I keep going off on a tangent. What was I saying? I can't even remember now. It's just some brilliant sort of sky colours. I can't believe it, really. That's why you just need to come out, need to get out when it's like this, because you know it doesn't happen a lot. You just got to get out. I love the outdoors. I don't spend enough time out here. You might think I do, because I'm always doing videos out here, but it's cool. Look at that. Awesome. It's not really that much. It's not too exciting, the actual kind of landscape or whatever. But I love the old sunsets. They look brilliant. It's just great. The moon's up there again. It's just great not having that aggro. Shouldn't say that, should I? But just great not having the aggro of the overheating. You can just do what you want to do. I don't know what that is all about. It's just crazy. 2 adaptos. I've got 2 adaptos and they've both got issues. I know I keep going on about this, but I just can't believe it. It's like €1,000 controller setup. Just terrible. And as I've said, I've sent one back, and then they sent it back repaired, and it's still got problems. So I'm going to send it back again, but now I'm not using them, and I'll probably just sell it if anyone really wants one. I mean, I can't say I recommend them, but no one's going to buy one now after watching this. But yeah, it's just funny. I don't want to, I don't want to kind of badmouth any brand, but I just like to speak the truth with things. Like if this was rubbish, I'd say. But generally, there you go. Got a car sitting behind me. Generally, most of the stuff I've selected for this bike are high quality things. I've gone to using the Sadverton throttle, which isn't as high quality as the Domino one that I've got. But I was actually reading, I think you can use the thumb switch which I've got for regen. So, I've just set this up, guys, as it's supposed to be set up, minus the brake levers, because I can't use the brake levers because I've got hydraulics. But yeah, I'm just going to set it up as it's supposed to be used, because then it's doing a proper test for you guys to see. But I think I'm going to try and add that thumb regen switch, because there's a big gap here. I could move these things up, but you can see that. But no, I'm gonna try and get that to work, because that's quite nice. I got really used to having that regen on that little thumb switch. It's surprising how much you get used to it as well. So that is definitely what I'm going to do. Just try and put that on there. And I think it will do variable regen using one of those. There's some configuration settings in the controller app to settle that up, so I will have a play with that. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I got 30 amps of regen on the throttle. So basically you turn the throttle off like that and it generates about 30 amps. It's saying about 500 watts there, 400 and something. So that works quite nicely. It's not too much, it just gives you a bit of resistance, so when you come off the throttle you're not just gliding on the incredible bearings and everything else that we got on this thing. It just rolls. I mean, it's crazy without any without any resistance or anything like that. Just even with the motor just on the back wheel, it still just glides. It just won't stop. So having that bit of regen on there, highly recommend that. Just a little bit on there, just so that it slows you down a bit. And then down here it just means you're recharging the batteries. Right guys, so there you go, another little blast. Thanks for listening. This is kind of a bit like a podcast, don't you think? A couple of you have said you like it, me just chatting away. A bit spooky down here, so I will continue to do these, I think, because it's quite a good, like, kind of just informal kind of chatter about the stuff without all the heavy editing. I think the last couple of videos I've done in like one take. It's been bloody brilliant, because I've just been able to just put it into Final Cut and then just push export without too much editing, unlike half the other videos. This is nice, isn't it? Cool. Anyway, I'll leave you with this shot. Hope you've enjoyed it. Subscribe, like the video, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all the usual stuff, and I will catch you in the next one, guys.